Kaeya is whitewashed, is the comments that I see constantly on Twitter. I took a break from Twitter for like half a year, if not longer. I decided to go back on rather recently. What a mistake. Because when I got back on, I had a few friends be like, hey, you ever see that Kaeya on Twitter stuff? And I'm like, oh, is it fan art? Because you know, he's kind of steamy. And they're like, no. People shitting on him for being whitewashed. I'm like, what do you mean? Huh? I like skin tone is super relative. Like, one, lighting matters. Two, the skin tone of other characters within the vicinity of them matter as well. And three, what? Just what? Anyways, let's jump into it. If you don't know, I do Genshin, Honkai, and a bunch of gacha game content. So make sure to stick around. Hit the subscribe button. Give it a little schmeck. A little good old schmeckaroony. Yeah. Even the like button too to help support the video. Anywho, curious about what my friends divulged to me. And also as a black person, I decided to venture into this journey to see what people are talking about. So let's go through this bullshit together. Alrighty. So the first things I just instantly like swap into is I go into photo mode. And we're looking at the photos and retweets and stuff. So, like, let's take a look at this one, for example, where someone's just complaining about, yes, the Kaeya whitewashed keychain. I'm pretty sure that this is the artist that was selling other keychains, and all of the other characters literally had, like, translucent, like, white, like, sheets of paper skin, which they don't have that in-game. So, relative, that means they whitewashed every character? Including the characters that are already white. Like, it's all based on relativism. So it's like, they went with those paler colors because getting contrast is difficult? Like, I don't know how we got here. Because then you also have to be like, well, the gold seems pale too. They're whitewashing the gold. Like, what happened here? Like, it's so bizarre. And then, like, then there's this person, which bless them for screenshotting people recoloring Kaeya, which is just like, I could not be more ashamed. I could not be more ashamed of people doing this. This is the equivalent of being like, you're not black enough. Let me make you darker. That is the most racist shit you could ever say. Like, the amount of disappointment you need to be in yourself is immeasurable if you are like that. Like, holy shit, you cannot be gatekeeping skin tones. First off, that's stage lighting. Stage lighting makes you naturally look lighter skinned. When I went on stage to get an award back in high school, I walked up and I looked like a ghost. My friends took a picture of me on stage and they're like, Alicia, this is the whitest I've ever seen you look in your life. And I'm like, dude, I look like that font and text that you see on pages. This is messed up, bro. This is crazy. Like, it's so different. And then if you look at the other characters next to them, they also all look super, super pale because it's stage lighting. And then, like, I just don't understand. I don't understand why people... Okay, you know what? Even better. Let's make this all relative. I saw this one tweet that made me just like, I rolled, dude. This guy gets it. Where is he? This guy gets it. Oh my god. He showed his hand, his own hand, in different lighting. And showed the difference in what his skin tone looks like. He looks whitewashed here, bro. He looks white. It's just lighting. This is a true king if I've ever seen one. Like, oh my goodness gracious. The fact that this concept and that people of color can have different skin tones, and on top of that, lighting affects skin tone, is such a bizarre conversation to have in 2021. Just say someone's not black enough for you, you racist. Like, I don't understand how we got here. On top of that, Mihoyo's black characters are all very similar in their shading. For example, Jinyan, Kaeya, Carol. That doesn't make them racist. They are just portrayed as being darker. When it comes to their Asian characters in game, and the geography of their Asian characters, they are also lighter skinned. Though there are dark Asians out there, they portray them in those skin tones. It's all relative. So if you have people who are being light skinned around, the same color palette gets applied to your other characters in game. That's why you have games like Guilty Gear Strive that make these robustly beautiful darker skinned characters, because they have the variance within all of their customizations and skin tones and models where they can go to that extent and it still look very natural. Now, the art that gets a little sussy. Sometimes there is art out there that gets a little bit sussy, where I'm like, oh, that might just not be the move. I agree, that art exists. People do whitewash characters, and people do stuff like that all the time, and I get it. And I'm not saying to not be against that. I'm not trying to say that at all. I'm just saying in the situation of people talking about in-game Kaeya and official art of Kaeya, this is just bizarre, dude. Don't gatekeep black people based on their skin tone. You're just being racist when doing that. When it comes to people who make art for the game, try to understand relativism when it comes to them creating art. But on top of that, when you have stuff like this, yeah, this is a lot more sus. I'd be a lot more concerned about ones like this, for sure, right? Like, but when it comes to official art, bro, they made the game. On top of that, look at him in game. On top of that, think of the stage lighting. It's like there's so many layers to it. Anyways, hi, I'm here to let you know black people exist in multiple colors besides just one shade. Nice to meet you all, and I hope you guys keep that in mind when making friends out there who are also black. On top of that, personally, I change color all the time, right? I am brown. I am. Like, I got the skin tones of... I'm a little bit darker than my model, to be honest with you. Just a little bit darker. But on my lighting, when I'm showing my face cam on stream, sometimes I look lighter, and sometimes I'll look darker. It happens based on what's happening. And then, if I go with the sun, I get a little bit toastier. Like, you know, it just depends on what's happening in relation to light and skin. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I cannot believe that this is a thing, and I look forward to more, more ridiculous Twitter things in the future. I honestly kind of love it, because it's just like, man, it's like our scoop of stupid for the day, you know? It's like, damn, at least we're not them. Alright, catch you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video. Later, my dudes.